Okay, this is the hip flexor exercises that I've talked about that do really good for loosening your hip flexors and also other areas of your glutes, especially with high glutes on the side, glute minimus and medius. And so here we go. I'll just go through the exercises. This will only take about 10-15 minutes. And as I do it, I'll explain kind of a couple things as I'm going. So first of all, it's just, I think of it as just kind of a warm-up. I'm stepping here on a 2x6, so it raises my foot up so I can swing it. And I'm just gonna do leg swings. And I'm not really forcing it. I'm not using a lot of momentum, but I'm just getting things loose. And I should be counting, that should have been 10, back and forth. But as I'm talking, it's a little bit hard to count. And it's also a little bit hard to balance. I usually have something I can hold on to if I need. So you do 10 front and back, 10 sideways, and then 10 at a 45-degree angle, diagonal to your body, and then do the other side with your body. So, and notice, try not to, when you go back especially, don't really arch your back. Just keep everything pretty neutral. I'm not sure how I'm doing because I don't often look in a mirror when I do these, but I hope I'm keeping myself pretty neutral, my spine, but that's the goal. And again, the goal for these is not, you don't want to be like a rockette and kick your feet up really high. That's not the point. The point is just to warm up with these. All right. And then the next one is you're starting to get your quads and your hip flexors stretched now. So if you can't do that, if you can't grab your foot with your hand, use a towel or a TheraBand or something like that. And then I will reach up also with my other hand. And when you reach up, don't tip your hips, keep your hips flat. So just reach up. And then I just kind of pulse, I don't really hold it. Do 5 times. And just hold it for a couple seconds. The 5th time, I will hold it, and you see I'm just kind of moving around, and I'm listening to my body, seeing what is tight, if there's anything that's tight. Right now, I just got off a bike ride, as you can tell, so my quads are a little bit tight. So I'm just conscious of those. Also, when you reach up, I think of it as your rib anchors. Don't flare your ribs. Don't do that because see what happens to your back. And when you flare your ribs, you can get under them. You don't want to do that. Keep your rib anchors tight and keep your ribs so it's just, you can't really feel the indentation of your ribs, but keep everything tighter there and down when you reach up. So no flaring, keep your rib anchors down and tight. And I'm just feeling around right now. Just for a couple, you don't need to hold it for very long, maybe 15-20 seconds. And I have my cheat sheet right here that I'm working through, so I don't forget anything. Okay, the next one is, and I hope you can see my whole body in this, I believe you can, but you want to put your legs in a 90 degrees and your back leg in 90 degrees also. And then you reach up with your arm that's up is the same side as the leg that's down, right? And then go forward, just easy. You might be able to go farther than I can, and that's fine. You might not be able to go as far as I can, that's fine too. Just wherever you are is what you want to do. But you notice this is kind of a progression for your hip flexors, where this is a little bit more of an intense stretch than the last one when I was just holding my leg, my foot with my hand. And this one's more intense, as you can tell. It's stretching that hip flexor. And then again on the last one, just kind of relax and feel around, feel your body, listen to what's going on. And again, like I said, I just got a bike ride, so my quads and my hip flexors are pretty tense. Okay, and now this one, reach with your other hand. You grab your foot with your other hand, so you cross over. And then the leg that's being worked, same arm up, and reach it over. Again, keep your hips level. Don't do this. Just keep everything level. Again, I'm just kind of feeling around that last one. It's been a couple of days since I've done these exercises, so I'm a little stiffer in my hip flexor area than normal right now. So it's good that I'm doing this. Okay. All right, so down again, back down to a 90-90 with your legs. This time, we're going sideways. So I'll turn around when I do my next leg, but I'm gonna go sideways. And again, keep your pelvis flat, level. Don't reach over with it. But this is one where, when I've had back problems before, I wish I would have known about these at that time, because I think this would have fixed me real quick. Because I can feel when I do this, it's hitting the part of my back that hurt. And so I just, we learn as we go throughout life. And had I known this, many years ago, almost 30 years ago now, it would have probably saved me from a year and a half of some bad pain and lack of mobility. But oh well, there we are. I'm okay now. So again, rib anchors tight, down, don't flare, and your pelvis flat. And you can. This is quite intense here. So this also hits your psoas major, because as I'm reaching up and stretching over, and the psoas is the muscle that connects your upper and lower body. It's if not I think it might be the only muscle that crosses your lower body and upper body. It attaches to both. So when you have one leg down, one arm up, and you stretch it, you're getting your psoas major, and that can be a source of bad back problems. And I think that's what my problem was. That's why that feels so good. Okay, now I'm gonna do this in two passes. So you just want to lay down, and I hope I'm in the frame, and just keep everything neutral. Everything relaxed, and then just rock your legs back and forth. I'm going to spin this way so you can see from this angle what that looks like. And again, just go, try to get I can't get this leg down. This is as far as it goes. I'm pretty tight in my iliotip and my AT band. You might be able to go farther, you might not be able to go as far. Right? We're all different. So I'm feeling it right here and right here. So again, that whole chain. And it kind of goes without saying, I think everybody nowadays understands, don't ever work in pain. If you feel pain, stop. I mean, there's good pain, there's pain if you're stretching And sometimes, you know, you could classify it as pain, but it's okay, it's good. If there's a sharp pain, stop. That's your body telling you, I can't go that far, and it'll lock up. So just go to the point, if you feel that, back off and go to the point before you feel pain. So very important. Your body won't respond. It'll lock up and seize up if it's in pain, and you won't be able to progress. But if you work to the level of pain just before that, much better. Okay, so this one of my daughters laughs at me because it looks like I have a whole lot of attitude when I'm doing these. But I'm going to do it this way first. So just get down into a position where, again, everything's neutral, right? And then come up from there. And I put my hands on my hips and go sideways. You're just kind of rocking your hips. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. I'm just pushing them, and you will feel this in your lower back as well, and right here. This is one where Sarah thinks I have a whole lot of attitude when I do this one. Yeah, I got a good pop on my back right there with that one. So yeah, it's a simple exercise, but it's really good for getting your lower back mobile and moving, working in ways that sometimes, you know, we don't always move that way. Okay, and then the last one. Again, be careful with this one, Devin. I know that your lower back's been really troubling you, so be careful with this one. What we're going to do is look up, and I'm going to arch back, and I know I have lower back problems. That is not good. That can be a problem. So you be very careful with this one. I think of a string attached to your sternum and pulling you up, okay, and then go back. And if you pull up from there, that kind of elongates your lower back rather than staying down and trying to do it low. That compresses your lower back more. So, you know, go up and back, and just do 5 of those. Okay. All right. The next one is a PNF stretch. So I think I'm going to have to move this so we can see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because of the PNF stretch, those complementary muscles being activated in the intent of being able to loosen your other primary muscles that you're working. So this, just lay down. I do it next to a corner, or, you know, that's the best way I found. And your foot up, and then I'm pushing my foot into the wall, but only because it's PNF, only about 10% contraction, right? So very, very little force. So you can't see anything really that I'm doing, but I'm just kind of pushing. I'm up to the count of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So easy as that. And then the other leg. Seven, 8, 9, and you can feel it right in your kind of. If I knew anatomy better, I could tell you, but it's kind of between your hip flexors and your glutes, right there. You can feel it there. Okay. Straighten this back up. And the last, not last, second to last, is some planks. Again, try to keep good form with planks as you're doing these, and there's regressions that you can do. I'll show you just simply the
plank, okay? But then what we're going to do, and if this is all you can do for planks, that's good. Just, I hope I'm in the frame. But then you want to come up with your leg, so really fire your glutes, right? And then bring your leg up. So, and then I go over on my side, arm up, and again leg up, and then the other side. I'm going to be quiet for a minute while I count these. Count to 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe that was 20. Okay, and then the last things are bridges. So just come up, do a bridge, and then do 5 with each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. So pretty quick. If you do those, if you have tight hip flexors or any problems in this area of your body, your lower back, hips, iliotibial band even, this can help. So I hope it helps you. All right, bye-bye.